Mrs. Armstrong, let me teach you about sex. It's like rubbing your elbow or getting kissed on the neck. And once I'm inside you, our pelvis bones clanging, you'll feel on a cloud from all of our banging. Oh, Cawd, I'm all horned up, so can we play a game? I'll be your doctor for your vaginal pain. So come sit on my table, let's begin the inspection. Just look in my eyes and ignore my erection. These are doctor's orders. Babe, I won't make you wait. I'll use my stethoscope and oh, you'll feel great. Doctor's orders. Just relax and take off your clothes. I've got my probing tool, so fucking get in the zone. Don't worry, Mrs. Armstrong. Dr. Lorne knows what he's doing. I'll keep checking you out. This tool's for more than just viewing. Yeah, my hands are all dirty from my part-time job. Just some masonry work. This doctor isn't some slob. And oops, was that your nipple that I just brushed up against? Your nipples shouldn't be hard. It'll make you seem tense, but I think I have the right prescription for that. Just suck on my pecker and forget my past. These are doctor's orders, so let's take it slow. I'll wiggle your clits, my fingers know where to go. Doctor's orders, I'm here to make you feel fine. Let's take this role play across the next line. Now I'm almost done. There's just one more part left. I need to check down below while you rub on your breasts. I promise it's quick and then you'll be on your way. So just do what I want and you won't have to stay. Oh my, Mrs. Armstrong, you have some juice on your clits. I'll clean with my tongue so there's no spots I missed. I'll lick and I'll lick, there's no need for no soap. You taste good, Mrs. Armstrong, is that cantaloupe? These are doctor's orders. Babe, I know you'll feel grand. I'll check all your symptoms with my expert hands. Doctor's orders, come on, let's do this right. I'll suck on La Mondre and call it a
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome, welcome. That was another banger by Hey Blinken.
It was great.
Yes.
I think that's my favorite thus far.
Yeah, that one was pretty good. He knocks it out of the park with everyone.
It's great.
Yes. So how's everyone doing tonight?
Well, I'm tired, but I've been on the lull all day.
I have been on the lull all day, and it's starting to turn hot, so it's hot on the lull.
Fun.
Yeah. It's hot. How come? Okay, so I guess let's just get into it.
Because we've got a lot to unpack today, and all of which I have not seen.
Yeah, I've been dropping little hints about it. We're going to do the baby talk call.
I'm thrilled.
Yeah. So let's do the Patreon here.
Okay, you can do this.
All right. So you can watch us here. You can watch us on Paco Pete Pot Pies. You can watch us on Spotify and Rumble at Magnum Pot Pie. Let's see. And we have a Patreon. If you go to patreon.com/Magnum Pot Pie, you can sign up for different memberships. We have $1, $5, $10. And for $10, I will call you a dog fucker.
It is very sweet.
Just like these dog fuckers right here. Rhoda, BNC Baloney, Shane, Deleted Archives, Chicken on a Chain, Jillian, and Penetration. You are all dog fuckers.
Good job, dog fuckers.
Okay. Oh my goodness. So, Paco loves ramen noodles.
I do.
Yes. And
And
so
you saying that has me scared now.
I figured I would give her a nice simple recipe to make ramen noodles at home that are every bit as good as in a restaurant.
Oh no.
So, have you ever thought to yourself, what this ramen really needs is like 5 kinds of barbecue sauce?
No.
Well, you might not like this as much as I thought. So let's see what Cobra's got for us here.
We're making some ramen noodles. This barbecue sauce is really good. Thank you to the fans who sent it. We got some Korean barbecue, some butter, 2 different kinds of cheeses, some bacon, salami, prosciutto, fresh mozzarella.
I've never thought to myself what this ramen could use is some fresh mozzarella.
No.
Cobra is a pioneer. And
He's a menace.
And where's Ume? She's the one that said we needed to do Cobra tonight.
Boy, she's gonna have to eat this.
Boy, she's gonna be unhappy if she has to eat this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna need all the mozzarella from this, just a little bit. 1 cup of cheese.
This is a really complicated recipe for ramen. Usually I just heat up water.
Yeah, that's usually all I do.
There's our fresh mozzarella. The other cheese we're going to add to these ramen noodles is, of course, going to be our bacon horseradish cheese from Dietz and Watson.
I like how he said, of course, as if it's a foregone it's a foregone conclusion that you need bacon horseradish cheese for your ramen.
Because of course you do.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to cut some cheese for some other cheeses here.
He's cutting the cheese.
It's all going in the same bowl anyway, so they don't got to be pretty slices, but for the sake of the camera, now I got all this cheese for our ramen noodles.
That's going that's going into his
salami
noodles.
right here.
Because he's a fucking
Butter
madman.
knife so I don't cut myself.
Like, I'd be doing good just to eat all that cheese. And that's going into his noodles.
Yeah, to make this quicker, I should probably use a sharp knife. I'm going to cut the salami into frying slices.
I don't think I've ever said I need to make this ramen cooking process faster.
No. No.
Here, the Spam. The Korean barbecue flavored Spam.
Of course, because the fuck?
Y'all getting hungry?
No. I have never once looked at Cobra's cooking and been like, now I'm hungry. It's good for
He just
diets.
couldn't resist a slice of that Spam. Spam is so salty.
So we got our main ingredients prepped. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to take some bacon and we're going to cook it up in a pan.
Do we though?
Butter before we add our bacon to it. We're going to throw in some Country Crock Original.
Because you need butter for bacon.
And throw a couple extra
Obviously.
dobs in there because we're frying up. Right there, just like that. Perfect. So we're also going to take Bud Light beer.
Kit Kat, you came in at a good time.
And pour a little bit into that pan on top of our butter.
Huh.
We're going to fry the bacon up in some...
So wait a minute, he's boiling the bacon in a mixture of butter and Bud Light?
Why do you sound shocked? You picked this monstrosity for us to watch.
Well, yeah, but I just started recording and walked away.
beer and butter action. Our cherry wood thick cut bacon. And we're going to tear off pieces here.
Good job not having a shot of the actual, frying pan.
cooking up some delicious.
This is ramen.
Pour ourselves a drink.
Kit
Yeah,
Kat.
can't you tell this is a classic ramen recipe right here?
Combo. Florida's natural peach mango splash.
Is he? Is he? He is.
And some Nikolai vodka.
So wait a minute. So did I like miss something? Like he's got a frying pan there. He's gonna fry his bacon up in, and he put butter, Bud Light, orange juice, and vodka in there now. So he's basically just boiling the bacon in an unholy slurry.
Basically, yeah, because that's how you
This
make
is
bacon.
Trust the process.
I'm not trusting
Trust
anything.
the process.
Mm-mm.
It gets worse before it gets better.
Don't think it ever gets better.
But it does get worse.
You're a liar.
Cheers to making unhealthy and radical decisions.
Or wait, was the mango and vodka for him?
Our drink combo is fire. I'm gonna pour a splash more beer on top of our bacon. Now, once
I'm a
we
little
get done
lost in this
cooking our
recipe.
bacon, I'm gonna take and cook up the Spam next. And if you got room in the pan, I'll add the salami too and get it all done in one go. But if we got to take
Yeah.
2 more turns at cooking it up, so be it. Also going to be adding prosciutto to our ramen noodles. The way I look at it, I love my prosciutto sandwiches. And Italians are known for their pasta. And it's like, why not take the best of both worlds and throw a little bit of Asian influence into it?
There you go, Derek. This is a treat for the Italians. We've got the best of both worlds, the prosciutto and the ramen noodles. So there you go. That one's for you, Derek. This is a treat for the Italians.
Yes.
You know,
Hey,
get creative
Blinken.
with it.
Hey, Blinken, you missed your song.
It was great. It brought a tear to my eye.
It was touching.
Although I use Country Crock Original, it's not real butter, it's butter spread, but I like it. And that bacon's gonna cook up. Oh, there it goes.
I think the Country Crock people should clip that for their ad. Endorsed by King Cobra.
Like sitting there boiling and frying bacon and beer. That's tough.
Oh, Nick sucks. Kay has been making troll recipes. Like the last 2 or 3 things she's made have just been things that like trolls have suggested to her, and she didn't realize were just troll recipes. It's crazy.
It's very crazy.
Yeah, like she made like spaghetti, like bolognese sauce over fish sticks. It's crazy.
Probably not healthy, but who cares? We're making unhealthy decisions. Let me pour the rest of this beer in here. I got a whole fucking case. And I'm gonna need another beer to make everything else, so.
Oh God.
Now, if you're not fried thick or bacon in general and some like Country Crock and a little bit of beer, you are missing out. You are missing the fuck out.
I miss it.
I got 3 barbecue
Fully.
sauces going into this.
No, you made it in time. You've made it under the wire. Anybody that gets here after the cooking show has to eat the food.
Yes. If you
Like
come in
basically
during it, you're still okay.
Yeah, you're still safe.
What I'm going to do is when I get the Spam ready to cook, I'm going to put
Well, we better
a
hurry
little
up.
bit of all 3 barbecue sauces onto one side of the Spam. I'm going to fry it up in this grease that we got going here. Oh yeah, look at that. This bacon it's cooking all right. It's being boiled in Country Crock and Bud Light. That's just the most
Double hamburger, welcome. Hambubger, welcome.
Yeah, say it right.
Yeah, double hambubger.
American thing I could think of doing right now. Drinking some good booze and making some bacon. Life just does not get any better than this.
Brains.
You could tell when the bacon's fully cooked because it's starting to float. It'll float to the top a little bit.
Okay, again,
That's the level of beer going.
I don't think that's normal.
I've never
I've never
saw-
looked at bacon and been like,
Well, it's
"Huh,
floating."
it must not be done because it's not floating.
Well, I mean,
What?
you haven't put a half a tub of country crock in there either.
That's true, and you thank me for it. Or you should.
Uh-oh, it's upsetting Kratos. You hear him?
I hear it.
Going down right now as it evaporates while being cooked into this delicious thick cut bacon. Look at that sexiness.
Oh, God.
Oh, fuck yes.
Oh,
Gordon Ramsay has
God.
nothing on this guy, all right?
This is about that perfect temperature where it's nice and chewy and it's cooked.
Look, Gordon Ramsay could not come up with this meal, okay?
no, he could not.
All right.
Bacon's just about done.
Yeah, it's boiling in Bud Light.
Yeah, these pieces, this bacon's done.
I don't think he cleans his frying pans. I think somewhere along the way he heard you're not supposed to wash an iron skillet. And I think he thinks that means you just plain don't clean a frying pan.
We hear you.
This
Yeah,
bacon is
Yeah, Kratos says hi, everybody, and I don't think he's going to improve this meal.
so done. I made those pieces of Spam a little bit thinner so they cook a little easier. Just ate the excess. Look at that freshly cooked bacon.
He ate the excess.
Oh, the steam coming off of that. I'm gonna take our fried Spam. I'm gonna throw it in here. And it goes without saying, maybe top off that grease a little bit, put some in the pan. Just a little bit of extra buttery goodness.
This is going to be the saltiest meal ever.
Before I stick
Yeah.
it on that burner, we're gonna hit that with some of our gold barbecue sauce on top. Some Dave's rich
Cheddar Bay
and
Billy's all
sassy.
in.
He can have it.
And some Jack Daniel's honey barbecue sauce.
What do you mean
Because
world?
of course.
What do you mean world's worst
Different kinds of
cooks?
barbecue, just kind of throw it in there. Cook that up on the stove. And maybe top off the beer on that. Just gonna let that cook up with the butter. I'll throw some more beer in there, just a splash.
Hypatia's Ghost, welcome. Did I say that right?
Yeah, I'm gonna let that
Hypatia's?
I think
Spam
it's
fry up. Should go without saying that this fucking
I know, I'm always amazed that his shit's cleaner than I would expect. I would expect him to be living in something kind of like the trailer of failure,
Yeah?
but he has a much high... King Cobra has a way higher standard of living than Lorne.
That's sad.
Yeah.
That's
meal is
really
not
sad.
how you want to diet. This is not calorie conscious, nor is it heart healthy.
What?
I refuse to
You
believe
know,
that.
frying Spam and beer and butter and bacon grease. And a little bit of barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
Mmm.
Yeah, I think that might just make for a tasty recipe, man. Not gonna lie, that combination of barbecue sauce with that fried Spam and that beer smells pretty good.
This dude's gonna blow his toilet up.
Oh,
I'm gonna have
God.
to make it a part two-er because this video is almost an hour long. By the time I get done frying up the salami, you know, and getting all these meats cooled off. Got 2 packets of prosciutto right there to shred up into the ramen noodles. Some bacon bits. Our magical seasoning, you know how we do. Now my house is gonna smell like fried spam, fried bacon, and fried salami. I don't know about you, Cobra fan, but I love to cook.
Well, you love to do
Cooking
something.
is quite fun, and the best part about
I'm not entirely sure what that
cooking
is.
is
though.
that you get to enjoy your art after you get done making it. And you might think, oh, well, you know, I'm not a fan of Cobra's cooking videos. I think and no one's forcing you to watch. Oh, that's...
Who the fuck says that?
Yeah, who?
Who the fuck says that? These are your best videos, man.
It's hot. Oh, fuck me. I got grease all over the stove.
No,
God
thank
fucking
you.
damn it.
Thank you for the offer.
I
will
don't claim
pass.
to be an expert at cooking. Far from it. I cook what I like to cook, and I eat what I like to eat. If you don't like it, no one's forcing you to watch.
That's
what
not
people
true.
watch me on YouTube for. They're like, oh, great, Cobra's doing another cooking video.
Yeah, Paco's kind of being forced to watch right now.
Yeah.
Let me express my enthusiasm. This is Drunk Cooking with King Cobra JFS. My drink's looking a little empty. I should top that off. And it's grilling season, dude. You know, I haven't made barbecue pork ribs in a hot minute, so I might have to just do that one of these days.
Kind of
A
hitting
lot
that
of the
vodka a little hard,
combinations
buddy.
that I come up with, they sound weird, they sound gross, but then you get to smelling them and it's like, okay, they don't smell half bad. And you try it, you're
I'll
like,
take your
what?
word for
Yeah,
it.
just imagine the smells wafting from this guy's house when he's cooking.
No.
I bet you could never guess what he was actually fixing.
Oh, certainly
You know
not.
how, like, you can tell your neighbors are frying chicken or making lasagna. You'd never guess with this guy.
You would never guess what
Never
abomination
guess.
he was
Never
doing.
guess. You'd be like, oh, I smell lasagna. Do you make lasagna? No. I made a cake.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's just eggs.
It's about time to flip that spam again. Nothing like the smell of frying up some Korean barbecue spam with beer, butter spread, and barbecue sauces.
He's boiling
You got a
spam
one-stop
barbecue
ticket to
sauce.
Flavor Town, my friends.
I don't want to join this Flavor Town. Just throwing that out there.
Fried spam.
Yeah, this is Booger's Ghost of Christmas Future right here. It's gonna be him in a few years. Look at that pan. Look at that frying pan.
Oh, God.
It's fried in beer and butter spread and barbecue sauce. Oh yeah, my tummy's just getting excited thinking about how fucking delicious these fucking noodles are gonna be, man.
You know, we actually haven't gotten to the ramen yet.
Yeah, that worries me.
This has been going on for a while now. We hasn't started the ramen in this ramen recipe.
The sauce is starting to congeal just a little bit. I'll ignore that for a second. Look at all that fried spam and the barbecue.
I think he's making the aftermath
Now,
of street food in
to
India.
our pan again, we're gonna add our fried salami pieces. We're gonna
Because,
fry
of
up some
course.
salami in that barbecue and spam grease. We're gonna add a splash of beer to our salami. We got 4 pieces of salami we're gonna fry up. And then pour the rest of that beer into my drink cup. Whoopsie daisy. Just a little poop in the middle.
More butter.
Fucking phenomenal. Country Crock Original is so good. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Yeah, check this out. Those 4 pieces of salami are gonna fry up in that butter and that beer.
This is ramen. I want to remind everybody. This is
I'll have to
ramen.
crack open another beer for the ramen noodles. And will this dish get you drunk? I honestly don't fucking know or care because I'm cooking, man. Oh yeah, look at that. Jesus Christ. It definitely smells pretty good in here, I'm not gonna lie, man. How long is this video? Yeah, we're just about... Yeah, we're 1 hour into it, so it's taking me about an hour to cook up and like get everything pre-sliced.
Have you ever spent an hour making ramen and haven't even made the ramen yet? Good God. I bet you could make the ramen from scratch. You could start with flour and have it made in less than an hour.
And cooked, so we can just stuff it in there with the noodles. Bacon bits are gonna go on top as like a sprinkle of sorts. And maybe I might add some Doritos because it wouldn't be a King Cobra cooking video about some nacho cheese Doritos. Greasy goodness. Oh my God.
Not goodness.
I couldn't sleep last night. I was so excited to get this cooking video done. I was like, man.
He couldn't sleep because he wanted to make this?
I'll dump this grease outside so I don't make a huge mess. Hold up.
His neighbor's gonna be
pissed. If you could just smell the smells coming off. Look at that freshly fried salami with the fried spam and the bacon underneath it. I'm gonna add that to all this goodness. What up? We got some delicious food hack action.
He is so drunk.
Sapporo ice. I've been gonna add 2 of these.
He is so drunk.
He's smashed.
He's Roy level drunk.
It's fascinating, actually.
You want to know something? This guy here, this guy fucks. And Lauren doesn't. Well, didn't.
They just want to come open. We got it open. I'm gonna take some Cawd original.
So drunk.
He's tore up.
He is tore up from the floor up. Just eat the margarine. Just eat it.
Eat it with a spoon.
Just eat the margarine.
You know that's what you want.
He's adding everything but the door dogs.
Bud Lights. Put some water in here.
He can barely stand. Look at him. He can barely stand.
We're gonna microwave.
Is he just using beer on the noodles?
This out. Because the second I go to microwave this, it's gonna make a huge mess. I'm 4 steps ahead of you assholes.
We're the assholes.
Let's fucking make this 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
Okay.
4 minutes, did he say?
Yeah.
It's... Huh, okay. Who am I to argue with a chef of this caliber? 4 minutes sounds like a lot.
And some peach snapple.
He wants his noodles, like, really soggy.
He can barely talk.
It's like, oh, we're gonna make...
You can remember it. Come on.
I'll show you how to make some fucking bomb-ass fucking ramen noodles.
This is Tony's POV. Corn leaves.
A minute and 10 till we get this thing done. And I want to get those noodles pre-cooked. We got 40 seconds left. 18 seconds left.
4 minutes, man. Surprised they didn't burst into flames. Laura versus the world, you are on time. Ume's gonna be pissed.
Yeah?
I'm gonna poke.
Yeah.
Goddamn piece of shit. Stay in my hands. Okay, let's try this again.
You know, he might have been onto something because those noodles don't look done.
Look. I'm gonna start throwing. Yep. I'm gonna start throwing all the cheese in there.
Yep, here comes the cheese.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take.
Look, y'all can blame Ume for this. Because I was torn between this or Kay's fish stick bolognese. And she demanded King Cobra.
Oh, I'm gonna blame her, and she's definitely gonna have to eat this.
So y'all can thank Ume for this.
In fact, demand she send a video of it.
I did find a video of him cooking crab legs.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna mix all this cheese.
You're not ruining those for me.
Into.
How could you ban this guy?
Ramen noodles.
I'd want him there just to see what dumb shit he's gonna do.
I'm gonna add the meat to our ramen noodle extravaganza. And it's just coming together. Look at that. Got some of that bacon in. Oh yeah. I know everyone's thinking like, oh my god. So I'm gonna take all the bacon that I made into this thing. Holy shit, YouTube. That's a lot of meat. Try a spit of that grease. That is fucking fantastic. If you're a meat lover, you're gonna love this food hack. I still gotta add cheese to it. Before I add cheese to it,
You added cheese. You added cheese. I was there.
For meat representation.
This man is gonna poop himself right off of the toilet. It's gonna look like the space shuttle blasting off.
Here we got it open. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mix it around.
X Derek, I would say no and no.
Use my teeth. There we go. Get it open. Just stuff it in there.
Yeah, this is a food hack.
See how fucking glorious this ramen noodle is? You want to add more to it?
No.
Clender's barbecue gold sauce.
Okay, so now we're gonna add some barbecue sauce to it.
Because of course we are. That's what insane people do.
It's Famous Dave's Rich and Sassy. Oh, fucking shit.
Yeah, just imagine how much this ramen has to
Jack
cost.
Daniel's honey barbecue
A
sauce.
lot.
It's gonna be half of Ume's paycheck.
Then I'm gonna hit that with some Frank's Red Hot Buffalo Wing sauce.
Is it like sauce number 3?
Couple of glugs of that. Gonna hit that with some hot buffalo sauce.
Sauce
There it
number like
goes.
4.
Yeah.
I use my shirt to open
Ugh.
it. Look at that. Let's throw that around and microwave it.
Yeah, microwave it.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dump the grease from all that.
Oh,
bacon
God.
Oh no! No!
No.
And that spam
Oh.
and that
Oh.
fried spinach.
God.
Just dump it on top of the plate.
Oh no.
The seasoning packets that came with
You're not.
the ramen that you can see right here.
Look, I'm telling you, this guy has been cursed by a wizard that everything he's going to eat for like the next 24 hours all has to be in one go.
100%. Oh no.
Some onion powder.
Yeah, why not? Just throw that on there. Little Drano.
Garlic salts.
Let's just add
black
everything.
Pepper.
Grandma's ashes.
I'm waiting for that one.
Yeah, just imagine how salty this is.
Combination of seasoning. Properly seasoned. See, I'm getting seasoning all over the place. We are sick entertainments.
Yeah, I mean, Cobra and K are at two opposite end of the seasoning spectrums.
Yes.
Yeah. Look, if anybody ever tells you the white folk don't like seasoning, show them a King Cobra video. It's all seasoning. He's like, what's this shit? I don't know, I'm pouring it in there.
Holy shit. This counter is fucking sacred. So, like, you know, we're gonna add some bacon bits.
It's just that
Yeah, let's
even more
add bacon
on top.
bits. Why the fuck not? Got a half a pound of bacon in there.
And,
What's the knife for? How's that?
you know, instead of trying to use a knife, let's just use our fingers. And we're just gonna squeeze it on there. Make it more solid. We're gonna
Chatterbait Billy. This man is the master of burgers. We've seen a sushi bacon cheeseburger. We've seen a Nutella and cordial cherry burger.
Oh god, that one.
I've seen a
worst.
cookie bacon cheeseburger. This man is the master of juicy burgers.
add a scoop of
We need to talk
Country
about your
Crock
definition
original.
of master.
then we're gonna microwave it.
Did he put butter on top?
Look at these ramen noodles. that I
Look at 'em.
made.
This is from his channel, right?
No idea how these
No,
are gonna
no, this is
taste,
somebody
but I
else.
reckon
Okay.
they'll to be tasty enough. Just try it out, I guess. These barbecue ramen noodles with the Doritos.
The Doritos on top.
Of course, because
Here we go.
nope, not listening to that. Not in my ear.
There's like 4 different kinds of meats in here with ramen noodles and barbecue. I'll be eating this for the next 2 days.
2
I
days.
figure I'd try some on camera. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, this is pretty fucking banging.
Something's
It is a little bit
banging.
spicy, yes. But then that gives way to like this smoky, savory, sweet taste. And the nacho cheese Doritos on top. ramen noodles are exquisite, YouTube.
They're
Seriously,
exquisite.
fucking dank noodles, dude.
They're
Oh,
something.
look at that.
So, who do you think would win in a contest of being able to just eat anything? Like Jack, Lee, and Cobra. Like if you just put like increasingly difficult things to eat in front of them, who do you think would get the farthest?
Cobra.
You think Cobra?
I think
My
Cobra.
money's on Lee.
Well, we haven't seen Lee eat anything like what Cobra makes.
I guess that's true.
He might actually be like, it's quite nice, really.
Yeah, and then let's not forget Jack's like chewing on a wall someplace.
Yeah, well, there is that.
Yeah, that'd be a contest I'd like to see.
Absolutely. How do we make this happen?
Yeah. Okay, so now we got baby talk. The original call has like 40 minutes of just a boring Ramona call of her saying that Lauren's being abusive and controlling, and him going, "I'm not." So I skipped that 40 minutes. That's your reward for sitting through Cobra.
Hang on a second. I'm gonna give her a call.
You remember, you have just as much right to ask any question that I guys should ask.
Oh, and for anybody that doesn't know what's going on here, so Ember and her girlfriend want to have a baby, and they want to have Lauren's baby.
Because of course.
And so she has offered to pay Lauren to be able to have his baby. And so they've set up a time for Ramona to negotiate. So now Ramona's going to negotiate for this.
All right.
All right. So this is for Lauren's Cawdly sperm.
Yuck.
Buckle up. If you think that's yuck, you better buckle up there, princess.
Ugh.
It gets way worse than that.
You let her know.
And somebody's watching the Game Show Network.
No, I don't want to. You hear me? No. Got too arrogant.
Hello?
Hello?
Ember?
Oh, and fair warning, it sounds like Lauren's eating his phone or something through half of this.
Hi, yeah, good evening. It's Amber.
How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that it's so late. I had to see my friend tonight.
Yeah, I told you 3, and you just messaged me a couple minutes ago. I'm like, yeah, she's running really late.
I'm sorry. My friend's band was playing tonight, and I'm trying to be supportive, and I wanted to help them load everything up, but
That's cool.
I'm the only sober one out of all of them, so they kind of counted on me. So my apologies. How are you tonight?
I'm pretty good. I'm like, surprised that Lauren's going to be a father.
And I have to apologize for the background video. I told Paco, I said, hey, can you just put like a generic video over this? Because, you know, the recording is just black. And Paco's like, okay. And she just got this image that's like flickering between 2 frames of a waterfall.
Look, the
So-
demo made it look like it was more than what it is.
Yeah, so if anyone has a seizure over this, blame Paco.
Rude.
Oh, I can't wait. I know Lauren would be a great father. He's so patient and sweet. Oh, here! I didn't know he was on.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Even Lauren's laughing at that.
I just heard a male voice. I was like, oh my goodness, who's that sexy voice?
I'm patient. That's somebody that's never said that to me before, is I'm patient.
Oh, why? Do you fancy yourself impatient, Lauren? I think you're very patient.
I think I am. I think I try to be patient.
Good job.
I'm not perfect, and by any means.
Well, nobody's
Yeah,
perfect,
yeah.
Lorne, but you're pretty close.
Yeah, right. Now,
Let's just talk about just about physical appearance then. I'm sure Ramona would have nothing bad to say about how you look. 'Cause you're just great.
Do you, Ramona?
I have nothing bad to say.
Okay.
That had to hurt.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I've never been a part of something like this, so I don't know what questions to ask.
You've never been part of arranging for a pedophile to impregnate a woman?
Weird.
Weird. I mean, that's
Daily
just,
life.
yeah. I mean, come on, Ramona, get it together.
Oh, well, I've already visited a reproductive rights attorney, and he advised me that there would be some specific questions that would need to be answered, such as visitation.
Oh shit. Well, sorry. The super chats just don't work for some reason.
Aww.
So let me know what it is, and Paco will read it in her best Mama Gwen voice.
I do not have a good Mama Gwen voice. I'll do Lauren.
You can pick me doing Mama Gwen or Paco doing Lauren.
Yeah, you get a choice.
Who is the person planning to be impregnated? And then, citing rights away or visitation rights, things like that. The method. I would really like to be the one to carry the baby.
You've got the robot
I don't know how
on the
Lauren
phone,
feels like
Yeah,
about
I
that,
used to
but
have it.
I would love to see. I would just love to be able to carry Lauren's child.
It's not a matter of how I feel about it. It's a matter of how Ramona feels about it.
Oh, I didn't know it was that serious. Okay. Ideally, save money. I'm thinking that we would be able to go to Maine and get maybe a suite at the Holiday Inn and do it that way. I know when I'm ovulating, I've already been in contact with a gynecologist and an obstetrician who's, they've been able to let me know.
Here Emma was willing to spend thousands of dollars for Lauren to pipe her down for hardly not, and he denied her. Meanwhile, he gave it to Ashley for free. She's a very speechless gal. She's not gonna fuck you.
I love your Mama Gwen.
Yeah, you need to find the robot. We can offer these things on the robot.
Which days I'd be most fertile. They said, well, artificial.
Yeah, but your point is right. Like, Emma's offering thousands of dollars, and you'll hear this thing. He's like, no, I don't wanna.
Yeah.
Insemination is
It's a very
reliable,
special girl.
but there's nothing like nature. So it was his recommendation, Dr. Kress, that, Lauren penetrate and ejaculate inside of me during the second day of my ovulation.
I love Ramona, just, muting and laughing, too.
Yeah.
No, yes, that.
Well, of course, Ramona would be there, and you wouldn't even have to look at me. I'll take a picture of Ramona and print out a mask and wear it, if that'll help you.
I just have this image now of Lauren, strapped down to a table with, Emma on top of him wearing a Ramona mask, and he's got this miserable look on his face, and he's looking off to the side, holding Ramona's hand.
Yeah.
Because he's being tortured with sex.
That's funny.
But see, that's an issue for me. I'd rather do artificial insemination because that is cheating on Ramona, and I won't do that.
But it's not cheating if there's no deception, and if Ramona is on board, and even there to make sure that you only incur the minimal amount of pleasure necessary. I think that it would be something that you could both live with later on.
Yeah, you'll have Ramona there to make sure you're only so happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be good.
So that's not something I can do. The others, it might not be cheating. To me, that's something I have to live with.
She's gonna pull out one of those prostate guns.
Damn.
You know, as this goes on, it almost sounds like Lauren would rather that.
Well, you know, if you need Viagra, that's something he said he'd provide too. So if you're not able to, we can certainly give you a boost in that department.
Viagra is not even an issue with me.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Amber.
So I definitely don't need that.
Okay, Amber.
Yeah, Lauren don't need no Viagra. Mr. Penis wouldn't even respond to it. What he needs is an oddly shaped popsicle stick and a clothespin.
Yeah.
Okay. When I messaged you earlier about setting up a time to do this, you told me, what did you tell me about your girlfriend? You told me.
All right.
So what is Jamie going to read this one?
Yes.
Here Emu was willing to spend thousands of dollars for Lorne to pipe her down for the Cawdley nut, and he denied her. Meanwhile, he gave it to Ashley for free. She's a very special gal.
Could y'all hear that? Could y'all hear that? Yeah, Jamie stopped by to read that.
That she is rich.
Well, she's well off. She has a great job. I mean, she's a pediatrician, so she's able to take care of the financial part of it. But of course, I'm now in a different position. I'm employed, and I have.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, your girlfriend is rich, and you're talking about doing this through sex. You're gonna have to pay more than $10,000, even more than $15,000.
Well, I have to be sure that it's worth Lauren's time. And if I'm going to pay more, and if it's going to be sex, then I'm going to want more than just penetration. I mean, I want my nipples sucked and kissed.
No.
I like my foot sucked a little bit.
No. Why you out straight? No.
Yeah, who would want to receive thousands of dollars to be licking and kissing nipples?
That's
I mean,
terrible.
that does sound torturous, Lauren.
I'm not doing that.
Well, I'll need foreplay in order to be properly lubricated. I need to ensure insemination. So if I'm going to pay for a hotel room and a flight
Oh, we got another super chat.
Okay.
and all of that, I will need, maybe multiple attempts in one evening, and I'll need foreplay because I'll need to be ready and lubricated.
But here's the thing about fertility that you guys have to understand, at least how I understand it. This is going to be, regardless of whether you have sex or regardless of whether he jerks off in a cup, this is going to have to be, because, I'm looking at, for instance, my own period.
Okay, so the request was Mama Gwen.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Emma, in all her Mexican thickness, has Gimp Lawn pinned down, mounting him like one of those snooze-through Amazonians from Futurama. Lawn has a ball gag and leather harness, and is trying to yell, "Oh, Cawd," as his screams are muffled, and Ramona counts the cash with the doctor. The Mama Gwen was the right choice.
It was.
It was the right choice. He's acting like, but Lord is acting like he's being tortured in all this.
He is.
Tracker that tracks ovulation and all that great stuff. And there
Look, I don't ovulate often, but when I do, I enjoy it.
are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days of the month that I'm fertile, and one of the days that I ovulate. So I'm thinking you're going to have to book a week there, and you're going to have you or your girlfriend is going to have sperm going inside of you twice a day to have a better shot at
Are you
pregnancy.
okay?
Because
Yeah.
what I don't want is
you
I don't
ovulating?
want
No.
you guys to come down and then you
Was that the sound of you ovulating? Did that just suddenly happen over there?
only get semen 1 or 2 times and you don't get pregnant. The other thing that's going to have to happen is there's going to have to be a deposit, right? So you guys come down with a check in hand and you pay Lauren however much money, and then once you get pregnant you send him the rest of the money.
That's how I saw it too. So I would send a deposit for Lauren to show up and to be able to provide the semen however many times that's agreed upon. And then when there is a pregnancy, of course Lauren would get the rest of the money. And if Lauren wishes to be a part of the child's life, of course there would be $1,000 a year payment for that participation.
So the deal is, Lauren gets a bunch of money for sex, right?
Mm-hmm.
He has to have, like, a lot of sex for a whole week.
Mm-hmm.
And then if he wants to be in the kid's life, he will make another $1,000 a year for that.
Right.
It sounds torturous.
It's terrible. I don't know how hard.
That's a good idea.
That's supposed to be something that me and your mom have to talk about too.
And Lauren, we can talk about this together. But here's the thing: I want to get all the details so that you know and so that I know, because
So maybe your mom, this is a lot more than just money.
I see.
Because it's not. I want to be. The reason I'd be doing this would be for you and your girlfriend to be able to have a kid.
Right.
And I know you own your house, so you know, and that's not a concern of the kid ever has lived. You had already told me that the house had been in your family for years before you.
Right.
what's been in her
So that's
family?
not
I
a
didn't hear
concern of
that.
mine. Huh?
I said, what's been in her family? I didn't hear that.
Her house has been in
Oh,
your
her
family
house.
for
Her
years.
house.
I remember that.
Okay, her house. Okay. I thought you said her health. I didn't know.
What the hell is Lauren going on about?
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's like talking about her house has been in her family for years. What's that got to do with anything? He's like, it's not about the money. But no, this is literally all about the money right now, Lauren.
Yeah.
She said.
Yeah, her health has been in her family too.
Okay, so she has, from what you're telling me and what it sounds like, she has everything situated.
Yeah, and I know she's a good mom. I don't have a word. I don't know your girlfriend, so I can just take it.
Very sweet.
She's a pity.
My girlfriend's very sweet. Yeah, she loves children. Yes. The thing is that she's repulsed by penises and men. So I'm not really sure how that would work with insemination of her.
Ember?
But I mean,
Okay, so So the girlfriend's repulsed by penises.
Right.
So what Lauren's going to have to do is plow Ember and then use a turkey baster on the girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You can do both at the same time.
If you wanna give it a try, I mean, you know.
Ember, I just thought of something, and I think this is brilliant.
Oh, I think this is a super chat for your Lauren.
My sperm. Oh, that was terrible. Sorry. I don't know what's going on with me tonight.
Go on.
My sperm is worth more than any dollar amount.
My
I'm
goodness.
supposed to say this?
Yes.
My dignity is priceless. Poor Lord. Ramona, no, I won't fucking cheat on you. Not for all the money in the world. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Don't put that shit about me cheating for free back on me ever again, precious.
You sitting over there ovulating's affecting your reading.
Shut up. Play my game.
But if Lauren and I agree to do this,
I have to say that was probably money well spent.
I'm not doing it, but him doing it, if we agree that he'll do this,
Yeah, exactly. This is Lauren's conversion therapy here. He's going to bang the lesbian right out of Ember's girlfriend.
Oh, I can see it.
Yep. And then Roy's going to steal her.
I'm gonna make it it's gonna be freaking financially insanely expensive. I'm gonna make the cost more, but I thought of something just now.
Okay.
If you...
I love this because Lauren is like, what Lauren really wants is for Ramona to not be into this.
Yeah.
Right? And Ramona is just seeing dollar signs.
Cha-ching.
And she's just like, I'm going to make this really expensive. So here's an idea.
What's your girlfriend's name?
Stanley.
Stanley?
Oh,
God.
Well, Stanley's our name for her. She's not very feminine, and she doesn't like her real name, Stacy. So
her real name is Stacy.
I mean, we kind of, yes, but we don't call her that, and she actually takes offense to that because she doesn't identify as a female.
That's really funny because you remember Clark Smith that I used to drive for?
Oh, yeah.
You told me about it.
My friend Tony and Wendy, they call the daughter of Clark Smith, they call her Henry.
Oh, my goodness. I'd like to see Henry.
It happens.
No, you wouldn't.
Oh, Daniel, you were absolutely correct. Lauren would be that guy out there. He just thinks lesbians probably just actually really want dick.
Yeah.
He's that guy that thinks they just want dick. They just haven't gotten good dick. That's Lauren.
It's scary.
Androgyny is the turn on for me.
It happens. It's just... Okay, I want you to think. I want you both to think about this and tell me what you think, because I just thought of it. That is funny. If you and Stanley,
Sorry, it is funny.
Okay, if you and Stanley get pregnant at the same time, you guys could essentially have twins. You guys could both have Lauren's baby. They'll be around the same age. I mean, literally, they could be born within days of each other. And you guys would, the whole thing about the pregnancies, that would be over. You know what I mean? Let's say, because if you Ember were to get pregnant and then you guys want another kid, well, you're going to have to do it again. Or it's not going to be for another couple of years. Whereas now you can get that whole, you guys can just go in full on, get the pregnancies out of the way, pay Lauren way more than $15,000, and you guys would have two, pretty much twins almost.
God, could you imagine that living situation? I remember what it was like being with one pregnant woman. Just imagine the couple is two pregnant women.
I was a peach.
Are you kidding? I'm surprised we can go back to that Target.
What did I do at the Target?
That's true, but remember, unlike with fertility clinics, we're not doing an IQ test. We're not doing a sperm count. We're not doing a body mass index. I have my sights set on a Lauren Armstrong baby, whether it's a male or female. But if it's a female, of course, there'll be a bonus on top of that.
But you guys don't want.
And we just watched a video about what a Lauren Armstrong baby would look like as a grown-up.
That's true.
Twins?
Well, I would very much appreciate twins. In fact, there's a medication that I can take to ensure that I release more eggs during a certain ovulation period.
Okay.
And if we both are impregnated, and let's say I have twins and Stanley has a single child or whatever, of course, the second payment will be multiplied because the output would be so much more. We'd be able to have a larger family together. Lauren's sperm is very valuable, in my opinion. He's a perfect physical specimen. And whether it's male or female, I mean, those blue eyes with my hazel eyes together would make a beautiful color.
That will.
Lauren is a perfect specimen.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure a specimen of what, but whatever it is, he's a perfect specimen of it.
He's a thing.
Yeah.
I have never been female.
But for that, I'm insisting on penetration by the almighty girthy penis.
That'll be artificial insemination. But for me,
Well, no, I'll have to.
Yeah, we just had the girlfriend of Stanley reveal.
Yep.
And Emma is demanding to be penetrated by the almighty girthy penis. So I guess Roy's coming over.
I guess so.
This on a non-clinical setting, so I'd like to get a room and have sex with you for a few times a day, maybe 5 to 7 days in a row. I mean, that's the amount that's being...
to a male prostitute.
Well, that's fine. The
No,
amount that's
it
being
does
requested.
not.
You can be a male prostitute.
I'm not a prostitute. No, not just a piece of meat.
Lauren.
Well, Lauren,
Lauren.
you're looking at it the wrong way. I'm not paying you to pump me with your big hard cock and make me come.
Okay.
I'm paying you to pump me with your cock and make you come. That's what I'm paying for.
Yeah.
That's an interesting way. Yeah.
Emma, you gotta. We don't need all the extra big hard stuff in there. We can do it.
Well, Lauren, maybe you don't really understand how sex works, but you do need a big hard cock in there somewhere. I don't know that pushing rope just works.
Well, that's what, I mean, that's part of it, though, Lauren. It's sex.
Well, okay, aside from...
Ramona's mature enough to understand that you need to be erect and hard, and you need to push deep inside of me to ensure insemination. So, it's not...
Yeah, Lauren would die. Lauren would die from that routine. That's why he's fighting so hard against us, because he knows he's going to die.
Oh, yes.
He knows he's not going to enjoy where he goes in the afterlife, so he's trying to push that back. He's like, no, you're trying to kill me.
really being vulgar. It's just the facts of life. I mean, when you ejaculate, I'll need you to thrust yourself as deep in me as you can and not withdraw until you're soft. That way we can enjoy insemination. Yes.
Artificial insemination.
No, I don't. If it's artificial, then I'm not giving you any more than $5,000, because jerking off into a cup is what anybody can do any time of the day, any day of the month.
The thing is, it's still my sperm, and that's what matters to me.
Well, I appreciate that, but who knows how much sperm you've spilled onto the floor for free over the years, you know?
What's the matter? How much is spilled over the years?
Yeah, Emma could conceivably just go into his home, rip up the carpet, and just do what needs to be done from that.
True.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Right now.
Every time you bust your codly load, it's a freebie. and this time it's up to $5,000 a load. So there are certain things that I'll expect and I won't compromise on. And one of them is to have natural insemination. And I'm sure Ramona's mature enough to understand that. So surely you must be, you know, being 20 years her senior, you had to have gained some maturity on her.
Yeah, and I'm mature enough to say that I won't do.
I'm actually really torn on this call, because there are calls where you can tell Lauren's just going along with it, right?
Yeah.
Like, the ritual. Lauren he's not really buying into this, but he knows he's got to buy into it or else his whole house of cards crashes down, right?
Yeah.
And to a certain extent, the TSA call, he's not really fully, bought into, right? So I'm really on the fence as to whether he's bought into this or not. But certainly the whole thing about not wanting to cheat on Ramona is just virtue signaling.
100%.
Yeah, because, if Ember was going to do this and Lauren was sure that Ramona wouldn't find out, he'd just be all in. So I really don't know if he's just really buying into this or not, or if this is one of the go along calls. But I do know the not wanting to cheat thing is just virtue signaling.
No, Ramona.
It's not cheating unless there's deception. That's the point.
For me, it's cheating. It's my taking another woman.
But look up cheating, and you'll see that there's an element of deception involved. And Ramona will be fully informed.
It doesn't matter to me what the dictionary says. It matters to me what I feel.
Well, that's obvious. But how you feel, of course, everything has a price. So if your feelings have a price, you'll just have to name it, and I'll have to talk with Stanley about it.
Yeah, Lauren, exactly how much is your dignity worth? I'm thinking not much.
No.
I'm thinking way lower than she's offering.
And the thing is, thinking about what I have to go through to step up to my class and probation officer and
they don't have to know. They don't have to know.
I would pay money to be there in that class when Lauren walks in there and says, "This voice on the telephone wants to have my baby, and she and her girlfriend are both going to come up and imprison me in a hotel suite for 7 days and make me have sex with both of them 2 times a day each."
Yeah.
I would love to see him pitch that idea to his class. Wouldn't that be great?
That would be great.
Wouldn't you just love to hear how he puts it? And then once the laughter dies down, what they say to him? Wouldn't that be great?
I'll let you feel anything you want during the process. So.
You have to know.
Why?
That's something you're not understanding. It's because I have to be honest with them and tell them everything.
But how is...
I have obstacles that I have to go around.
What obstacles are those? You're just ejaculating. Are your classmates there every time you ejaculate onto the floor?
True.
Yes.
No, but I have to be honest about everything.
You were involved.
Wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't that be funny if he does have to go into class and say every time he jerks off?
Yes.
I jerked off 4 times last week. My carpet's never gonna be the same.
Ew.
In a situation where you were offered financial gain for your semen, so a family can be started. I
Yeah.
think that's beautiful. There's no reason why your class would object to that.
Yeah, Lauren, that's beautiful.
But it's still a lot more than that. It's a huge decision for me to remember because the kid is going to be part of me.
Right, and that's the whole idea. So that's why I'm offering you so much. Do you know men get paid $300 to $500 for their sperm? And that's with people looking through a binder with IQ information and career information. So if we're going to really go down that road,
Where does niche YouTuber fall into that hierarchy? I wonder.
we would have to take into consideration your unemployment and your past and your status. But I've overlooked all of that, and I'm paying you like you're a doctor of some kind, a genius doctor, Adonis. That's
I'm guessing I would fall somewhere between genius doctor, Adonis, and astronaut. I'm thinking is where niche YouTuber falls into that hierarchy.
Yeah, around that range.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
the level of payment that you're being paid for this.
And I'm looking at this right now, and I can send you screenshots. Usually the range is $35 to $50 per specimen. So that means you go and you jerk off into a cup, and they're paying you $35, maybe up to $50. You're gonna do this twice a day for
No.
7 days.
No.
You're gonna do this, you
I'm
know,
not looking.
what, 10 times? That's right there. You would be getting maybe $500 if you were doing this through a bank. And again, she is right. That is with going through a
And that's the
bank.
high, yeah, that's a low-end price. That's
Damn
for
it,
somebody who
Derek.
has a job, no children. I mean, really, $700
There's no way on earth that I would sell my specimen for that small amount.
And she's not
Right.
asking you.
And I'm offering you almost 10 times that amount. And of course, you'll get extra money once insemination is complete and there's a pregnancy. So you're getting paid like you're an astronaut. I mean, like you're Buzz Aldrin Armstrong money. That's what we're talking about here. That's how much it is worth to me because,
I thought you were going to say Buzz Lightyear.
well, hey, baby, I'll call you anything you want to be called. Just get me pregnant.
I'm not your baby, though. That Stanley is your baby. What? I'm Ramona's baby.
I'm sorry. Right, you're in love with Ramona and you're dedicated to her and she's beautiful and I get it.
Can
But any
you...
part of me, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm just thinking of all the options here. Could you have a... Could you use your girlfriend to get turned on and then just have Lauren, like, finish inside of you?
I'll do anything to get Lauren ready to ejaculate.
You could jerk
I
him
just
off.
want- Sure. I could jerk him off, I could suck him off, I could do his titties.
I like how he's back there going, no!
Wow.
I know this sounds awful, Lauren.
I know a little bit there.
Okay.
Whatever it is to stimulate him. I mean, we're just talking, all this is a physical act of sex and insemination. It has nothing to do with love or dedication. This is an exchange of money for
A
a new
baby.
life.
Yeah, Lauren, it's just a business transaction. Stop making it weird.
Yeah.
Baby.
Okay, listen to me. The thought of me not being able to get a hard on, go out the window. I don't have a problem getting hard on. Most of the same thing whenever I do get a hard on, it's because I'm thinking of Ramona.
Well, it's my experience that
I have Ramona in my mind.
just getting a hard on isn't enough. You have to be able to keep it. and you have to be able to ejaculate.
I
So
don't
whatever it is
understand
we
the
can
keeping it
do.
either.
Well, Lauren, I've been told I'm not. I mean, not. I have experienced that I'm not very good at giving blowjobs, and my pussy's not so tight anymore.
Well,
So whatever
I
it is
don't
we can do to get
I
you physically
don't
ready.
need really good. I don't need to be physically ready. I'm fine. I do fine on my own.
I mean, with the budget we're working with, we can get Ramona and you in an adjoining room. And as soon as you get your heart on back again, we can go at it one more time. Ramona can be present. She can even be there, you know, guiding us through what we should do.
That wouldn't be awkward, right, Ramona?
Not at all.
They're gonna have Lauren tied up, just being force-fed Viagra.
Oh, man.
Just force-fed Viagra and, like, protein powder.
Ramona's way up here, too.
Of course. I was already prepared for that.
Has he already said the thing about not needing to do foreplay because never underestimate the Armstrong boys? And she's like, no, it's for me.
Looked up, there's a Holiday Inn in Bangor, and it's very nice. I'm thinking that would be the place because they have an adjoining family suite, which usually a parent would use with the child in the other room, and the two parents can make love. But I'm thinking of renting those 2 rooms during the ovulation period for the month of August.
For the month of August?
Yes, that would be next month.
Why August? Did I tell you I have a knee injury? I don't think you knew about that.
No, I don't. I just would love to have a baby in spring, in April, and that would guarantee that.
Well, long story short about my knee injuries, both knees are injured, and I'm going through physical therapy.
Oh, I understand. You know, if you and Lauren are going to share a room and you have a bed, I'm sure accommodations could be made for your temporary disability.
I don't want, okay, here's what I don't want. I don't want so much to be contingent on me, because since I am in physical therapy and very well might need surgery, I don't want the plan to be contingent on me.
So then with your permission, Lauren and Stanley and I can all share a room and go at it for 5 days in a row and see what happens.
No sharing your own.
Yeah, I don't think there's a need for you guys to share a room. Just get Lauren his own room that's like adjacent from yours.
Why doesn't Lauren want to share a room? I mean, they're already fucking. What else is there? What, he's going to be embarrassed by his pajamas or something?
Maybe?
Like,
No, don't even give me a room. I'll be coming.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
My dad.
yeah, Lauren needs to take care of his dog, so.
No, Holiday Inn has, all I need to do is give a pet deposit of $100 per pet, and they'll give it back to me once it's established. Oh, yes, they allow pets with a deposit.
Yeah,
And there's a balcony.
I understand that. And if I had just Roscoe, then that wouldn't be a problem. But I don't have just Roscoe, I have Sadie too.
I'll pay the $100 for Sadie, that's sweetie.
yeah, see, if they shared a room, they could keep Lauren strapped down to the bed. Then whenever the Viagra worked, they could just do what they needed to do.
That's not what you're understanding. Sadie is extremely skittish.
Well, Lauren, I'll give your mom $100 to watch Sadie for the night. $100 for the night.
That doesn't work either. Sadie has to be at home. She won't go over mom. I can't bring her over Mom, you expect Mom to take her out to go to the bath. And ask Mom to come here.
The compensation would be substantial, so you'd be able to figure that out on your own, however you like.
I don't want fucking money.
Bangal's only an hour away.
I mean, as much as I love Sadie, I don't care about that as much as I want to have your baby.
Yeah, this guy's so broke. He's looking at making like 40 grand just for his thin, watery splooge.
Yeah.
Like, he should be begging for this to happen. And he gets to have Shesh.
Yeah.
I'm going to be staying at home. So I'm only an hour away from Bangor.
Okay, you guys
Wow, I
gotta.
can't believe you're passing that up, so that's fine. However you want to do it, Lauren, I really don't mind paying for whatever it is that you would like. But the fact of the matter is, I want you inside of me, and I want your sperm, and I want to have the baby.
You guys are gonna have to
So
find
whatever
some
we
place
got-
closer to stay to him because you got, like I said, this needs to be done like twice a day. And I mean, even like I don't see the point of you guys having sex twice a day, but with basically you need his sperm inside of you twice a day in order to have a good chance of getting.
You can stay.
So if we do it twice a day for 5 days, I mean, I don't know where Lauren's living now, but I'd happily pay him the $300 a night that I would pay at the Holiday Inn to stay where he lives.
Lauren, take the deal. The deal's getting better and better.
You're not going to get a better one.
It's getting better.
The hotel rating's got everything that you guys should stay in.
What is the name of it?
I want a nice hotel. I don't want a shitty motel. Yeah, I don't want a shitty motel, Lauren. I want a room that you don't access from the outside.
Wait, you don't want to stay at like the Pine Tree Hotel or whatever it is that Roy... It's good enough for Roy.
Yeah?
It's not good enough for Ember?
Apparently not.
Stuck up bitch.
I was about to say that very thing.
I'm the
And
same
I should be
way.
able to take an elevator. Yeah, I mean, not to be rude, but I don't want to sleep in a bed with the pube patches of 10 drunken people in Canaan under us while I create a life.
You know, it's funny. I typed in.
Man, Ember's just bougie. Doesn't want to sleep in a place where you can access the room from the outside and you're sleeping on top of, like, drunk pubes. Like, she's just bougie.
That's super bougie.
Good lord.
Man, she needs to lower her standards a tiny bit.
Yeah. Next she's going to say she doesn't want bed bugs.
What?
Yeah. That's the
No,
best,
she's not, she can't be that bougie.
No, that's the best part of going out.
Let me see. Let's see.
I can't remember.
I mean, it's not a lot to ask. It's not a lot to ask.
Yeah.
It's not a lot to ask for a room or a place to sleep for 2 people for $300 a night. If you want to host us in your trailer, then that would be that much more money that you would be able to receive.
Put him in the metal shed. It'll be fine. It can be the fucking shed.
And see, and I know it's a lot to think about, but okay, well, okay, let's first decide on this. Like, let's first discuss this. How many babies are we talking? Are we talking you get pregnant with twins? Are we talking you get pregnant with one and your girlfriend, Stanley, Stacy, whatever, gets pregnant with another? How many babies are we talking?
Well, Lauren, at 45, with our fertility medication, I think the minimum would be 1 between the 2 of us. Well, the maximum would be 4, which would be 2 twins. 2 sets.
Okay. So I think we should price this per child. What do you think, Lauren? 10, 15,000 per child?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
8 per child is what I can do. if it's 4 children, because that would almost deplete our budget, not counting the hotel.
So that would be 32,000.
Right, because we have 40,000 in the bank right now.
Oh, okay, so you guys set aside 40,000 for this. Okay, so can you do 9 per child?
If I can stay at Lauren's home and I have foreplay, I'll do 9 per child.
Take the deal! Lauren, take the deal!
Just do it!
Just do it! If you don't, Derek will.
I want Lauren's mouth on me, or else I won't be able to get turned on.
Well, I'm sure you'd be able to get turned on. No foreplay.
No.
No
I
foreplay.
can do it without foreplay.
Alright, so we're back to 8 per child.
No foreplay. I can do it without foreplay.
Well, how can you do it without foreplay? Are you going to sing a country song naked with your guitar? That might do it.
Yes.
I have no idea what an Armstrong boy is capable of.
Yep, you have no idea what an Armstrong boy is capable of.
I'm very glad to not know.
Well, I want an Armstrong man. That's what I want. I want that masculine, hairy body.
Kratos, you don't want in on this.
I think I'm covered.
Your dad has
That is
17
horrifying.
children.
Yeah. We're back to 5, but...
Well, I hope your baby maker balls are ready.
Okay, so 8 per child.
On top of...
Now, granted, Roy doesn't need to do the foreplay. He just gives them the look.
Yeah, it's...
Yeah. That's all Roy needs. Nobody wants your input on this particular thing, Kratos.
the standard $5,000 fee.
I will say this, and you know, and obviously I'm not like requiring of Lauren to spend his money on me, because honestly, I think this money that he's going to be getting from you, he could really put towards a vehicle. I don't know if you know that he's going to be starting a business, so he could be putting it towards that, or even like housing. So I mean, I think that, you know, it's a great opportunity, and I mean, I think that regardless of what happens, I think Lauren does owe you a thank you for even thinking of him. But I think it's a great idea. $8,000 per child, that's $32,000. Lauren wants half of that up front, so Lauren wants $16,000 up front.
Well, that would be with the idea that there's going to be insemination. I'm not comfortable with giving him credit for 4 children without even having met him yet. So the deposit would be anywhere from $5,000 to $8,000, and then once insemination is complete, I mean, whether or not we're able to conceive, of course he'd be able to get money on top of that. But once we're able to show the sonogram, and it'll all be written up in a legal document, our attorney Rick Crespi is able to, you know, write all of that up. So
Lauren wants more than $8,000 for his deposit.
do you, Lauren? Do you need more than $8,000 for your deposit?
Yeah, you can go by what Ramona says. If she says, you don't have to question that.
Well, it's not Ramona's lips that will be suckling.
Yeah, it's like he doesn't even know what's being said right now. It's just money talk. He's just just whatever Ramona says is fine.
Yeah.
You don't know what the hell they're talking about. And $32,000 to fuck Lauren? That's a steal. A steal.
Is it?
My nipples.
Oh, God.
So it's really up to you, but...
And Ember is, I think, honored to be considered the candidate for Lauren's first.
if you're going to insist on that amount of money, I have some things to insist on too. I want oral sex. I want anal foreplay, and I want my breasts massaged and kissed and touched.
No.
The way he said no was like she's demanding that he eats King Cobra's ramen.
Yeah, it is very funny.
Yeah, no.
I don't know why you keep saying that. I'm telling you that's not going to happen. And
Well, here's the deal, Lauren. It's not cheating if she says okay, and that's what I want.
Even if she says okay,
and that's what I'll pay for.
even if she says okay, to me it's cheating.
I'm not doing this unless I know you'll eat me out, Lauren. My pussy's clean. It tastes good. It tastes like a pineapple. All right, well, that's my answer then, unfortunately.
No, you want a baby from you, that's one thing. I don't need to eat you. I don't need to eat you. I'm not doing any anal crap.
Well, here's the thing. For $5,000, I'd be fine with you coming in a cup. And, you know, the KFC guy coming with a turkey baster and blowing your load inside of me like that. However, what I'd like to do...
I think we just got a main event comic. Or just in a cup, the KFC man comes in with a turkey baster.
Oh, God.
I
can see it.
I don't know why it's got to be the KFC guy, but I'm just imagining Colonel Sanders now.
But I can see it. Is that bad?
It's finger licking good.
Oh, Lord.
Is be able to compensate you fairly for your time and your energy and your physical activity. And we have all of this money saved up. So your insistence on avoiding oral sex with me and losing out on a couple of $1,000 because of it is your choice.
You're not understanding. That makes me a male prostitute, and that makes me so I'm cheating on Ramona. I'm not a prostitute, and I'm not gonna cheat on Ramona. And
well, there you have it.
I guess if some woman was paying me tens of thousands of dollars, I'd lick titties.
You had better.
It would take...
find somebody who will pay for this.
It would take souls. Derek, you got tens of thousands of dollars.
Sperm is not worth any less. Does it?
Lauren, your sperm is probably worth 20 cents an ounce, really. I'm willing to pay you 1,000 times that.
To other people, yeah. To me, not, because it's something that comes from me. It's part of me.
That's right.
It should be part of me.
Part of
That
me.
means more to me than anything.
Derek, I'll be over.
Okay, Lauren,
Just
are
when
you...
you're pregnant and you not be part of the kid's baby life.
No, you can't come.
We don't have Art Dinkletter here.
Okay, Lauren,
To
are you...
make a deal with us.
Lauren, are you willing to accept $5,000 per child? If she has 2 children, that's $10,000, Lauren.
And that's on top of the $5,000 regular
Deposit.
fee that would be expected.
So you're going to get $15,000,
For
Lauren.
your pot pie gravy, and that's it.
Gosh. Lauren, you're going to get $15,000.
I understand you have standards. I understand you have morals. I understand you have values. But you know me. You know how I am.
I know
that.
You want all kinds of sex with me, and that's me cheating on a woman. I won't do that.
You're not cheating on her if she's in agreement with the premise.
And I especially wouldn't do anal anyway.
I don't want anal. I just want you to lick my asshole.
That's not going to happen. I don't look...
Yeah, just lick her asshole. It's fine.
I'll change my name to Ramona.
Is Ramona a nickname for Arnold?
I'd let Arnold. I would let Arnold eat my ass out for you, Lauren, but I'm not going to pay him any money.
No, but seriously.
Arnold would not be there. That'd be a big turn off. You never get a hard off from me.
Well, all I would have to do. Well, no, he won't have to be there. I'll make sure that I don't shave my anus, so I'll be like a man for him. And then once you come in, it'll be shaved and ready.
I am not licking your asshole.
How about just kissing it?
No.
Just kiss her
All
asshole.
right, well, here's the deal. I'll compromise on the asshole licking, but I need to be stimulated and ready, and the only way I can be is with your face between my legs.
Ember,
rubbing my labia.
no sex stuff. Look, Ember, no sex stuff, and he wants $20,000 for one or two babies. Two babies. He wants $20,000.
I can't do it. I want the experience. If I'm going to bring a child and conceive a child, I want to feel happy, satisfied, and comfortable.
Well, with Lauren, you will feel none of those
Yeah, I
things.
was gonna say.
That's
It's a lot of money.
Having the baby. You be comfortable, you be like that.
If my body is comfortable, satisfied, and ready, then there are some things that are required for that.
Is it good enough for you if you jerk Lauren off and then he finishes inside of you?
Yes, but before that, I need my pussy hole licked and my clit sucked. And I won't require more than 5 minutes of that.
Okay, well, okay, and for that, how much are you willing to pay?
That's where the standard 5,000 comes from. And then 10,000
No, because you said the 5,000 was no sex stuff. You can't go switch.
What does Lauren want for that? So what does Lauren want for that? Because, I mean, initially it was 5,000 and then 10,000 if you weren't told. So right now we're at 5,000 and 8,000 per child.
How many children do you want?
As many as you can pump out of those beautiful balls, Lauren.
Well, I think we should say 2 right now because it's guaranteed that both you and your girlfriend will get pregnant with at least one. I mean, we can't really say 2 until you show a sonogram with twins in there.
Right.
So I think right now we should say 2. So right now we're going for 2 babies.
It looks like, I mean, if we do it in August, our ovulation days are 3 days apart. If we go September, then we can be ovulating on the same day. So
then let's do September.
If we can do September and then we can limit it to 3 or 4 days, that might be ideal for Lauren. But each time, I'll require foreplay. And I know Lauren loves to eat pussy. I mean, excuse me, but I know you love to eat pussy. And we can do it for 3 days.
Lauren is going to need...
You've never eaten Ramona's pussy.
Lauren is going to need to eat really healthy, starting once and Lauren, I'm telling you this, once it's agreed upon, you are going to need to start eating healthier.
I was eating healthy. You can't get more healthy than fruit.
Yeah, you can't get more healthy than fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah, certainly it's not a bad idea to just eat an entire watermelon for dinner. Certainly, that's not a bad idea at all.
I'll need a vegan diet
Obviously.
a week beforehand because protein, some meat, chicken, pork, beef, all of that is going to put a damper on your sperm count, and that's just science.
All right, I agree to that.
I've never heard that one.
Well, that's true. So if you need a nutrition budget, I can do $100 a day for 7 days before, but no more than that.
Okay, so
Take the deal. Now she's going to buy you $700 worth of
looking at
groceries.
$15. $15,700 is what we're looking at right now.
And that's with no guarantee of insemination. So that would just be for Lauren's time and spermazoa.
Okay, so that's with no sex. $15,700.
Oh, Shane, you're not going to like what you have to eat.
Oh, no, you're not.
No, you're not going to like it.
Lauren, I got it. I did it. I told you I was going to go for 15, and I did it.
Congratulations, Lauren. Your payment spiked to like $36,000. And now you're looking at 15. Congratulations, you hard negotiator.
Yeah.
But
Good
I
job.
will require oral sex. That is not negotiable.
Okay, then no, because that's not for 15.
If Lauren wants $15,000, it's not going to be tough for him to put those beautiful lips on these beautiful lips for 5 minutes.
All right, Lauren, that's for you guys to discuss.
But that's the part that's not negotiable. I want Lauren to go down on me and eat me good.
Well, I mean, I don't know about good.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah. He can laugh at it like a dog drinking water.
It's a lot of money, and it's not a lot to ask.
It is a lot
Saved
there.
it clean and ready.
So that's what you're not understanding. That's what I have to have.
Lauren, you were going to do it for free to Michelle Simpson for free. You were going to eat all the cheese and sour cream out of her taco. I don't have cheese or sour cream. It's clean.
Again, my head is messed up.
Well, get your head screwed on straight, Lauren, because
My
I
head
can
is
help
screwed
you
on
in your
straight.
business.
My head is screwed on straight.
Then use your head
Oh, yeah, you know he'd use teeth.
Oh.
to screw my pussy, and we'll be able to numbers.
Look, I'm biting your clits.
Oh.
Both of them.
I'm so ready for that.
Stop.
I mean, I could pay half as much, like I said, and have somebody who's been in fucking space to father
You're
my
not
children.
looking.
I'd rather have
You're not
I'd
looking
rather
at
have
it.
fun.
Look, you could pay half as much and have someone that's been to space. Or you could have a guy that's been the biggest thing on NBC. Alright?
You're not looking or understanding how this affects me. And
Do you think the wobble tooth was hereditary? Do you think Booger's going to have a wobble tooth?
Maybe?
Do you think Booger has it? Like it was one of those like egg teeth for like chipping out of the egg?
I don't know.
I mean, I assume Ashley lays eggs. I assume that's how it worked.
It's gotta be how it works.
and
I try not to think about that too much.
Well, that's something you're going to have to deal with if you want the money, Lauren. I'm not going to pay for counseling. That's one thing that's not in the budget. All we want for you to do is lick and come, lick and come, lick and come. That's all we want.
not just the money from it.
Yeah, that could be one of those wall signs, you know, like live, laugh, love.
Yeah.
Just say lick and come, lick and come, lick and come. That's all we want.
Yeah.
I think I've got $1 million idea there. Nobody steal that.
You don't even have to lick Stanley. You can watch me lick her. But I want
No, you look Stanley, I'll be out of the realm of those. I mean, the only thing I care about seeing naked is Ramona.
Well, she doesn't have to be naked for me to lick her. She can wear a cute mini skirt, a white thong, you know.
What you're not understanding about me is that it's not just the money to me.
Well, that's what I thought it was, Lauren, because we're not having a relationship. You're not.
Yeah, he got that done in prison. It was a dental student, and the crown it's like it's too big or something.
Something
Because,
like that.
you know, it was a dental student, and they're not doing the top-notch shit. They're just fixing the guy's tooth so it doesn't hurt him anymore.
Yeah.
Going to be my boyfriend.
He's lucky they didn't just yank it.
That's true.
No,
Or my lover.
the kid would be part of me.
You're right. But the kid's not going to know that you needed to suck on my clit in order to get me pregnant. I need to be well lubricated.
That's going to be in the baby book.
The guy that bothers Ramona and all that bothers me.
It seems like you and Ramona have more to talk about because what's non-negotiable for me is foreplay and sex. I want to feel loved. I want to feel wanted. You don't have to suck my toes, even though that would be great. But you have to put your face between my legs and get me ready for your girthy cock.
I'll suck on your toes. I'll suck on your toes and Stanley can suck on your pussy.
I'll suck on your toes and Stanley can suck on your pussy. They'll look like kittens nursing.
Oh no.
You just keep your eyes closed and pretend you're sucking on your pussy. How's that?
Well, now we're getting somewhere. Okay, you suck on my toes and my nipples, and Stanley sucks my pussy, and we have a deal.
Okay, but the deal's not done yet financially. And
you're right. You're right.
Other aspects.
And you don't have to put your mouth on my mangled old butthole.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
that would be a plus for you.
That would be no go anyway. What's your name is Ramona.
Yeah, he's only going to put his mouth on Ramona's mangled old butthole.
Whatever works for him.
That's romance.
That is. You don't say
Name's
that
not
shit
Ramona,
to me.
but it's not hard to get a legal name
There's
change.
a reason.
Okay, and what's your name is Ramona and you're my girlfriend.
Lauren, I'm sorry. I realize it's really late for you, but it's also late for me, and I have a new job. So we need to agree or disagree right now.
4:50 in the morning. It's not late. It's early.
Right. However, I have to clock in at 6 a.m. tomorrow, and I just got this new job, and I need to let them know I'm serious about it. So we need to come to an agreement. If we don't come to it tonight, we can revisit it. We all three have new things to think about. I have a big bank account now. I have a beautiful girlfriend, and you have a beautiful girlfriend. Whatever we can do to come to an agreement, I just want to push your baby out of me.
They don't have any financially that I know of. There's still stipulations, like I want pictures and videos of the kid.
Oh, I want visitation. I would love for you to be able to come to the kid's graduation.
Bold of you to assume a child of Lauren's going to graduate.
Yeah.
Lauren hasn't graduated yet.
For you to see the kiddo in kindergarten. And if you don't want that, that's fine, but I very happily grant you that.
I don't know exactly what I want yet because that's something me and Ramona have discussed.
Stanley's family lives in New Hampshire, and that's where I'm planning on going once we become pregnant.
And even if something down.
If it was his kid, he would be allowed to have pictures and videos of his own child.
Yeah.
So, like, if we lived in a world where this was actually taking place, then he would be allowed to have the pictures and videos of his own child.
The road happens to me and Ramona out together. I still want Ramona and the kid's right.
If there is a bond between Ramona and the child, there's nothing that could stop me from trying to ensure that the number of people around to love and support our beautiful baby is limited. I'm not going to limit that. Whoever wants time with baby is going to have time with baby.
Yeah, because you've met Ramona and you met her over the phone. You know,
I don't know Ramona, but I know so far she's intelligent. She has her head on straight. She has an idea about what she wants to do in life. And
She's a special woman, and she cares about people.
right, and those are all qualities that I share with her, and I'm sure you know that by now. But when you talk with Ramona about this, please know that I'll never limit access to the baby from you, and if she's still involved, from her. Even if the baby turns out gay,
even if her and I don't wind up making it together, I still want her to be able to be part of the baby's life.
you know, Rick Cresty will write that into the legal document, and you'll be paid your deposit upon signing that document. I'll have him include a stipulation on visitation and contact. It's no problem with me, as long as there are no overnight visits of longer than 3 consecutive days and nights. Because I still want to be able to make sure everything's okay.
Another important thing is the kid is taught to not go on the internet and do things to people.
Interesting stipulation.
Interesting, I'd say so.
So, do you think he's going... You think he's referencing the Church of Cawd, or do you think he's referencing his own crime?
That's a hard one.
What do you mean?
The internet is... What do you mean, like, try to pick up a kid to have sex with? My kid's not going to do that.
Yes.
Even though it's your
See?
kid.
See?
It won't be
Yeah.
that great of liking, preteens.
Anything like that, or you can go on the internet and bully people.
Yeah. See? He pulled both. But his first thought was the kid's going to be taught not to go try and pick up little girls.
That's disturbing.
Yeah. That was his first thought. Because she's like, what, go pick up kids? He's like, yeah. And then later, when he realized how dumb that sounded, he was like, we're going and bully people.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing my kid's going to go on the internet for is for math help. And Stanley, majored in math in junior college, so that won't be a problem.
But the kid has free will.
Isn't it weird to hear the family feud behind
It
this?
is.
Yeah.
To do
Keep
what
getting distracted by it.
Yeah.
he or she chooses to do in regards of what they want for a profession. And
Of course, these children are going to college.
Okay, so the next stipulation is that you got to be supportive of whatever they want to do for a profession. So what do you think he's thinking here? Drive truck?
No.
What do you think he might be thinking here?
Truck driver.
It'll be well funded.
and then and they have to have 100% support, including if that's becoming a singer.
If he wants to make it in country music, you gotta support him.
I would gladly support that. But Lauren, let me ask you this: in these days, 1 out of 10 people are gay. So if you have a child that's homosexual, you have to promise not to disown him or her, or try to veer him or her away from that lifestyle if that's something that they acknowledge that's a part of them.
That would be their choice. It's not for me to decide what they want to do and what they want to do.
Now, does anybody in the chat believe that if Lauren's child came out as gay, that Lauren would be like, all right, well, it's your choice. It's not for me to decide.
No.
Does anybody believe that line?
No.
There will be no drinking, there will be no drugs, there will be no bullying, there will be no unsupervised internet. The only way I'll supervise I'll not supervise internet is if they're chatting with you online, like on Yahoo Messenger or something.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. I don't want anything to do with the internet.
Understood. So these are stipulations I'm willing to add to the contract. I actually need to start getting ready for bed, but if this is going to happen, then I'll call Rick Cresty and he'll be able to help me out with the document. I'll send them to you to look over. Whomever you'd like to review the documents, have them go at it. But all I want is your sperm in my pussy and your face between my labia.
Now there's an image.
That's an image.
That could be a t-shirt.
I know someone who
Five
makes
nights in a row.
t-shirts.
Oh yeah, I got a Teespring I never do anything with.
I know.
Oh.
My face where?
Yeah.
Between my labia.
What's that? Well, you mean your clits? Didn't they teach you nothing in school?
My meat curtains. My pussy lips.
Oh, God.
My bone
meat
curtains.
Remember, standards that you're going to be there, not going to be on your toes.
If you're going to be on my toes, I need your mouth on my titties, too. And I want you to bite them a little bit.
Oh.
If you wobble too.
Ramona says okay to that, then I'll agree to it.
If Ramona says it's okay, I'll lick your titties, but I won't be happy about it.
Apparently.
Never heard a man so unhappy about that being a stipulation.
Oh, man.
We still haven't agreed on price yet either. And
Well, we have agreed on the price, and you and Ramona can talk about nipple play and all of those details together without me on the phone.
we
That's
agreed on
acceptable
price.
for me.
What was the price? I missed something.
We talked about the deposit. We talked about the additional money for the oral sex, and you turned that down. So then it goes to how many children will be produced. At $8,000 a child, with $5,000 on top of it, we're talking a minimum of 21 grand.
Where do you want to go?
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm just listening and thinking. I mean, she's offering you a lot of money.
I don't know if Ramona would be okay with what I'm asking for. It is a compromise. I want Lauren's beautiful face between my legs, and if he won't do that, then I'll settle for just cock and toe and nipple sucking. But I need to feel comfortable, and I need to have a memory of being happy and satisfied.
With Lauren?
Not happening.
I'm not even asking for money for an orgasm, but if I can be on top, I probably will have one.
I mean, it's not my favorite thing, but if it's what you need to do in order to get pregnant with Lauren's baby, then it's what you need to do.
Lauren, I need you to think about this for a while. I'm
Put
gonna
that
go
one
take a
brain
shower,
cell on it.
And you and Ramona can discuss this tomorrow. Maybe by Saturday we can revisit this together again.
Yeah, that sounds good, because your mama said talk about that.
I understand. She's your partner for life. She's wonderful, and it just seems like that's the right thing to do.
Good.
Well, I mean, it might happen, Derek. If Roy comes in and takes over.
All right. Well, with that, I'll bid both of you a very good night. Thank you, Ramona. And thank you, Lauren, for hearing me out. We'll talk again Saturday, okay?
Hey,
All right, that
thank you
sounds
for thinking
good.
about me. Thank you for thinking about me and Ramona.
Step aside, Frank. I'm gonna show you how to do it.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, Lauren. You're just amazing, and so is Ramona. And if you and she ever have babies together, those are going to be the most spoiled, beautiful kids in this entire fucking world.
Oh.
Good night, you two.
Good night.
Night, Emma.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, Lauren. Yeah, she hung up. Okay, so what were you gonna? Okay, what do you think?
I don't even want. I don't want to stick my dick inside.
Why not?
Because I feel like I'm cheating. It's something I'm not gonna eat her. That's a guarantee. Don't only suck on her toes. They're not your toes.
Yeah. Oh, size of a beetle bug. Oh my goodness, you're not gonna like what you have to eat.
No, you're not.
I'll just give you a little hint. It's a ramen dish that took 2 days and 5 different kinds of barbecue sauce to make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like an entire chunk of cheese.
Yeah, and half a case of beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Let us know if you live through it. Because there's a lot of salt in that dish.
I mean,
There
you
is.
told her that you would.
If you agree with it, it makes me mad.
What makes you mad?
She wants to be so sexual, and she don't want to be. That's what it's supposed to be.
Wait a minute. He's mad that she's being sexual when they're making a deal for him to father her child.
Yeah.
It would be weird if she was like deadpan clinical about it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's weird all around. But I think it'd be weird if she was just like really just super clinical about it.
I'm sorry, you cannot talk about clinical when I'm still thinking about Dr. Armstrong, okay? You can't.
With his probing tool. He was willing to stick that inside that robot. I mean, that robot could have had like a garbage disposal down there. You don't know what factory that robot came out of.
Yeah.
To be artificial insemination. With the way it might be, he's part of me, so it shouldn't matter. You just asking for that shit because she wants.
Because what?
Because she wants. She just asking for that shit because she wants to have sex with me. That's why she's asking for all that shit. Pisses me off.
Well, based
Violating my morals.
Well, based on what she said, I mean, she obviously wants your kid, especially if she's, if her girlfriend's going to carry one as well.
Yeah, when it comes to Ramona, a lot of her calls get very samey because, they couldn't really push the envelope too hard with them.
Yeah.
And a lot of them is just her being bullied by Lorne and being like, you're being abusive and controlling. And they're very samey, but yeah, when a Ramona call is good, it's good.
What's your problem with that?
X Derek, that is unfair. Lorne has morals. He just doesn't use them.
Say again?
He keeps them new in the
I have
package.
such a problem with that.
So what are you thinking?
He dusts them off occasionally
Don't want to have sex
to
with
show them off.
Yeah. They're right next to his karaoke trophies.
I love it how proud he was of the fucking thing.
Yeah. Stupid little plastic trophies from 25 years
Tell
ago.
me how you feel about it.
It weren't a dive bar.
I think this could be your opportunity to have a child.
My opportunity to have a child is you.
Lauren, but think about this is now. This can happen. I think this could really be your opportunity.
Not just my opportunity, our opportunity.
I know.
You need to be just as much your kid as mine.
Yeah, my favorite Ramona call is the one where she's just dropping in bit by bit little bits about it. She saw the doctor naked and just like getting little bits there, and he's just getting madder and madder and madder. That's my favorite of the whole Ramona saga.
I love Angry Lauren. I like getting mad at Angry Lauren.
Are you one of the 25 million Americans living with bladder control issues and on Medicaid?
Well, I told her, even if something happens and you and I don't work out, I still want you to be part of the kid's life.
That's kind of weird, Lauren. That's pretty weird, right?
Yeah.
And why would she want that?
I don't.
Like, don't get me wrong, the whole situation is weird.
It is. It's a really good
Yeah.
situation they threw in there.
Yeah, but then he's like insisting that Ramona be like in the contract to be part of the kid's life.
That's weird.
That's very weird. He's kind of a weird dude, actually. Lauren is.
He is. This is not a surprise.
Actually, I think that's Ramona's TV. This whole thing seems to be recorded from her computer, because there's a couple of times she's muted and you can hear her laughing. So I think she's watching the Game Show Network while she's doing this.
Cost you. Well, now they can. At Active Style, we understand your bladder control and incontinence needs, and we're here to help. For 20 years, Active Style has offered convenient, discreet, free home delivery of incontinence products to Medicaid patients.
Or she would just make it easy.
If you're Medicaid eligible,
Go without a personal examination.
cost to you. Call us at Active Style.
Make it easy. She's making it as easy as possible, Lauren. She's paying you just for your time.
Yeah.
Then she's offering to put you up in a hotel room. She's offering to feed you for 7 days before she even gets there.
Which, let's be honest, you need because
You're broke.
you're broke as shit and you don't eat right.
And she's gonna pay $100 a day for 7 days before she even gets there for you to eat.
Yeah, you're getting a really fucking
Yeah.
good...
And then she was going to pay you for the actual sex. And then pay you for the children afterwards. She was going to come to you, feed you, and present you with pussy. It doesn't get easier than that.
You don't have... You can be in the kid's life. You don't have to pay a cent.
Yeah.
Like that's...
In fact,
anyone
she was
want this manly stud next to me?
she was going to pay him $1,000 a year if he wants to be in the kid's life.
Yeah.
Like this is like she's making it as easy as it gets, Lauren. I think most people could bring that one in for a landing.
I would pimp you out.
Yeah. Well, I would put up less of a fight. Yeah. Even for Stanley, I'd look at Stanley and what the hell.
A personal consultant, someone like me, will help you find just the right product. Your product will be delivered discreetly, right to your door for free. Call now, and if it fits not right, we'll send a different product until you are satisfied. That's our Get It Right.
So we agreed on a price, and I got lost somewhere along the way. I hope you caught on to it.
Where did you get lost?
I
whole
remember
thing.
everywhere in the price. When the numbers flying around, I can remember. Did we agree on the price?
I think it's like 15,700 if you don't have sex with her.
If I don't have sex with her.
Yeah, if you don't have sex with her.
Or $36,000 if you do.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Lauren, take the deal.
It's good money.
It's
You're broke. You are broke as shit.
Yeah. All you got to do is be tied down to a bed for 7 days. Force-fed Viagra and protein powder. And probably have a heart attack.
For that money.
I know what's going through your mind. Everything you're feeling, everything you're thinking. Everything that I do is based around you.
I'm so exhausted right now. I can't even think straight about this. That's the truth.
Could Ember get on top of him? That thing's got a
I
pretty
am
pronounced
tired.
curve.
You want to go
You
sleep?
could go at it from the
I
side.
think I do. So yeah, so we'll talk tomorrow, which is technically today.
Okay.
All right. Good
I
night.
love you, baby.
Thank you. Good night.
Night.
All right, so there you go. Lauren managed to fuck up a free lunch.
He did.
Yeah.
Spectacularly.
It's so fun. What's so great about that call is, like, Lauren is the most sex-focused man ever. And, like, he's being offered a lot of sex that he's going to get paid for. And he's just, no. Like, he's acting like he's got to, like, spend a night in the spider pit or something.
Right? It's like getting the Mr. Penis shuffle, yeah. Yeah. But, I mean, it's like, there's a lot I would do for $36,000.
I would be willing to lick titties for $36,000.
Good to know. Anyone at $36,000 one Magnum. I am opening to betting.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Hey, if you're a big fat man, I'm a titty fan. All right, let's go. 36 G's, let's go.
Yeah, right. Oh, well, thank you guys for joining us, and
Enjoy your ramen.
yeah, I'm not eating that. Kiss, kiss.